Steve, mate.
John, how are you?
Good, nice to be talking to you.
Yeah, likewise, yeah.
We're not with an aeroplane though this time.
No, we're in the office but we're talking about fueling.
Yeah. In fact, what we're going to be talking about is low lead avgas and whether that's going to be an issue or not coming into the future.
Well, to quote Shell, AVGAS, facts and future. So, look, on that point, I like to mention a news article that was from August 21, which was from San Jose Reed Hillview Airport. And the headline was, it's going to close because of lead levels following vote by county supervisors. So these actually was a general aviation airport in the States where they've closed it down because the lead reading was too high.
Well, I've been doing some research as well, Steve, and according to the EPA, piston engine aeroplanes and helicopters that run on leaded avgas are the largest remaining source of lead emissions in the air, full stop. That's in the
Well,
USA.
it's funny you should mention. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. If you think about that, lead was taken out of automotive cars back in the late 80s and early 90s, and we've got engines of some of the bigger engines in aviation are 7 litres for a IO 550?
8 litres.
8 litres, yes, sorry, 8 litres, and they're just spewing out lead. And one of my customers who's into the environment, who works in that field, says it's basically what you're doing is you're having a mobile crop duster with lead. That's the way when you fly your general aviation aircraft running on avgas.
Wow. Well, looking at this, there's a group in the US which is lobbying called EAGLE, and that's an acronym for, let's have a look here, it's the Eliminate Aviation Gasoline Lead Emissions Initiative group. And they're talking about trying to ban low lead avgas by 2030. And there's a similar group in Europe called the European Chemical Agency that's also looking to follow suit. Now, as you know, Europe and the North American market represent about 80% of aircraft sales. It's very unlikely Australia won't follow suit. If they ban this fuel in 2030, it's only 6 years away, and we have a 10-year ownership cycle
on aircraft, yeah.
in Australia, yes.
So what's the solution, John?
Well, is the solution unleaded avgas?
Well, I've heard mixed reviews on that. One of the things that I have actually done some research is that there's not really any hard data, I don't think, from the actual engine manufacturers that are using unleaded fuel. I mean, maybe the new report that's come out, but have you found anything?
Well, I have. In fact, it doesn't bode particularly well. The University of North Dakota in 2022 put 100 of their aircraft onto unleaded fuel, and they've just recently put them back onto the 100 low lead because they weren't making TBO. They had all sorts of reliability problems. Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me. Yeah,
no. And the University of North Dakota operate Piper Warriors, so they're hardly a high performance aircraft. That makes you think what's going to happen with a big engine, something like a Baron or a Cirrus or a 550.
I can answer that. This is a AVGAS Facts and Future from Shell. And I'll read you a quote from the passage. It says, to date, there are no additives available to replace TEL, which is the additive they put in, which lubricates the engines, which increase the octane rating. The additives used in automotive lead replacement fuels only tackle the problem of valve seats and do not affect the octane rating of the fuel. Therefore, AVGAS 100 low lead were to disappear. The only other option currently available to owners with turbo or supercharged engines would be for the aircraft manufacturer to raise a modification to replace the engine with either a turboprop or diesel engine, end quote. And that's from Shell.
Wow. You'd think Shell would know what they're talking about, wouldn't you?
You think so?
Yeah. So, I think what we've got to do now, having raised these issues, is come up with some solutions in a subsequent video, don't you?
Oh, that's an excellent idea.
All right. Well, Steve, until next time, let's go and sell some aeroplanes.
Fantastic.
All right, done.